Oh boy. Looks like Christmas time has truly started. Yeah, decorated yesterday for Christmas and already got a coat of white snow. Unfortunately, we're not going to stick around long enough to be able to enjoy the snow because we got to hop on an airplane. We're going to be headed out to Southern California where the weather will be a little bit warmer and the snow will be not on the ground. So yeah, today going to be traveling, headed to the Charlotte airport where we're going to board our airplane. I think we have a layover somewhere, and then we'll be landing in Los Angeles at LAX tonight if everything goes according to plan. Going to be doing some West Coast Christmas in the different theme parks out on the West Coast. So please follow me. So we have arrived at the Charlotte airport, known as the CLT to those in the know. And yeah, I normally I drive for road trips. I really don't like flying, but we're going out, to drive out to California. It's at least 3 or 4 days just to get out there, then 3 or 4 days to get back. I don't have that sort of time to spare right now, and Jen doesn't like driving across country.
I like flying.
Jen likes flying for some reason.
Well, I didn't start flying until I was an adult, so it's like a new thing for me.
Guess this takes us to the bus. Oh, there's the bus. Hurry up. Jen, don't let the bus leave. Run, run, run. Okay, we've made it to the terminal, and look at this. They've decorated. They put up this Christmas tree of traffic cones. You see here it says, "Oh, caution tree, oh, caution tree. We're sprucing up CLT." With a big extra space for security lanes, ticketing and baggage claim areas, new pre-security concessions. So yeah, I feel like this airport's been under construction for about 10 years at least, but they're chugging along. You know what? Honestly, most airports seem like they're constantly in a state of construction, but at least we can celebrate with a caution tree in the meantime. And we are heading into departures. We are not departing this mortal coil, but rather just departing the Charlotte airport. And welcoming us to the Charlotte airport, we have the statue of Queen Charlotte up there. They actually do call Charlotte the Queen City because it is named after Queen Charlotte. You can see some more construction-based Christmas decorations. A little tree here made out of hard hats, caution tape, and orange fence netting. And it's really delightful that the construction workers are decorating for the holidays. But, maybe if they concentrated more on fixing the airport and less on decorating for Christmas, we wouldn't be in this mess. Okay, we had a small kerfuffle with the tickets, but everything's sorted out. And now we're headed through TSA. Here's where you have to pour beverages because there's no liquids allowed through security. I bet the liquid inside there is pretty gross. Okay, Jen is here, by the way. I don't know if I showed her yet.
Hi.
So, yeah, we just went through TSA, one of my least favorite things to do at the airport. Everything at the airport is bad. The TSA is the worst.
I just don't like the waiting. I don't mind the whole process. I don't like it when we get to this point and have to wait an hour. I don't mind the TSA.
Well, you got to get early. You got to get to the airport early. I've learned that.
Yeah.
Because something will always go wrong if you show up on time.
No, it's definitely true.
And we do want to give a small thank you and shout out to the TSA here at Charlotte Airport, the CLT. When I flew out of Atlanta a month ago, gosh, I was just in LA a month ago. I just realized that.
Yeah, for Halloween.
For Halloween. Now I'm going back for Christmas.
Yeah.
So they yelled at me a lot in Atlanta.
They
were
always
like,
yell.
I was like, put my suitcase like in a tray. They yelled at me, don't put it in a, like, don't do that, doesn't go in there. And then like I pulled my, then they're like, oh, your laptop has to go by itself. They're like shouting all these rules, and every time I started doing something, I felt like I was breaking another rule. And they were yelling at me, and it was just like I like shouting. Like, it's not nice. It's not nice to shout at people. But here in Charlotte, they were pretty nice. There was a gentleman there. He spoke loudly and clearly. If anyone had any questions, didn't quite understand what he was saying, he was very, very nice in explaining that.
He was the nicest TSA guy I've ever
I would say
seen.
he's probably the nicest TSA
The
guy.
Southwest
There's a
people
lot
at
of
the desk were really nice too. I've never really had an issue at this airport.
No, I usually try to fly out of here instead of Atlanta because Atlanta airport is the worst place in the entire world. But so I've had a lot better experiences here in general at Charlotte. We generally fly with Southwest and generally had positive experiences.
I've never
With
had
them.
any problems with Southwest. They've always been above and beyond.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm complaining about. I
don't know either.
I just
You've been there all day.
I'm
every
like-
day, every time we fly, I already
just-
know
I
that I
hate
have
flying.
to like
I hate flying.
just like kind of tune him out all day because he's
Oh, you
just going to
tune
be
me out?
complaining and stuff, and I just have to be my peppy boo.
something about it. I would so rather get in a car and go somewhere. I know that's not realistic because you can't just drive across the country.
No, I think flying's like mostly boring.
Flying's a lot of boring.
But-
A lot of waiting around. A lot of people yelling at you. A lot of.
I just kind of like.
And look, they make you dump out your drink, and then they try to sell you a bottle of water for $6.
But they
5
give you the
minutes later.
option to dump it and not just throw it out, so you can just refill it.
Refill it.
I'm like the peppy one today.
You like
just refill it.
So do you like flying?
Yeah. I get bored. I like the flying process. Like I like being in the air and looking out the
I don't
window.
like sitting in the same seat.
Well, no.
For 3 hours.
What do you think you're doing in the car?
I mean, the car you can stop. You can get out. You can go see something. You can see a museum.
Well, yeah.
You could go to a restaurant.
No, I don't
You
like
could,
the travel of like period. I don't like the going part. Like I like it when we get there.
No,
But-
that's the part. I am just so happy. When
I
it was,
just
when it
think-
was snowy this morning, I was like, I'm really happy we're going.
Yeah.
It was so cold. It was like 24 degrees this morning.
I just usually don't fill myself with immense dread before I have to do something because I feel like it makes it that much worse. And so I've just learned to like tune you out in your dread.
Let's see if they have any cool Charlotte merch here. It says Charlotte. It says Queen City. Uh-oh. You got Mrs. Claus and some Squishables. These are not related to the city of Charlotte. Here's some North Carolina souvenirs, Christmas ornaments, because it is that time of the year. One of these collectible spoons. Maybe 2025 should be the year of the collectible spoon.
This is actually cool.
What is that, a blanket? It's
Yeah.
the state of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Is it shaped like a normal blanket, or is it all wonky? You cover up in bed and then like here in the
Doesn't look
mountains
hard.
that doesn't cover your feet.
Yes. No, I think it's a rectangle.
They have little plane souvenirs, so you can get a model of the plane that you're flying on. We're flying Southwest. They also have Delta, United. I don't see Spirit or Frontier here. Look at this, Jen. You can get a book to read on the plane. They have Entangled in His Hood Love, Flexin' on Her Ex. Here's the snow globes. Now you can't bring snow globes in your carry-on. I think you can bring them in your checked luggage, but man, would you trust this in your checked luggage?
No.
I would feel like I would get a puddle and a bear head.
I was gonna say there's such a cap.
You ever seen sometimes like when they're unloading the plane, they're like they really like
Yeah,
they're
we've seen
they
that.
really like chuck the luggage. So you could buy this but you can't. Oh, when we're flying back to North Carolina, we would have to put it in the checked luggage. So maybe we'll wait until we're back here a week from now and buy this snow globe, or maybe we'll just forget it existed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like much about airports, but I do like these moving walkways here. Jen, why are you way back there?
I was drinking my tea.
Oh,
Now I'm up here.
there you go. Do you like the moving walkways?
No.
No? I really don't hate airports. I don't like when they do fun stuff like this. The Festival of Trees here. This is a construction-based Christmas tree, which, if you are keeping count at home, this is the third construction-based Christmas tree we have seen so far today. But yeah, these are all sponsored by different organizations, different charities. Journey for Good Foundation. This is the blended Blissmas tree. Instead of Christmas, it is Blissmas because of the amount of bliss. You see the pomegranates. I think that's like a real dried orange there on the tree. Some more traditional trees with traditional Christmas motifs. The Nutcracker. Oh, this is a plane themed tree. You can see the plane ornaments, the airplane ornaments, and the passport there. Oh, this one has kind of a traveling theme as well, with the suitcases. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Christmas trees here. What's this one? This one's cool. This has got space robots, and this one's got planes as well. Pretty fun. Oh, the international tree with flags of all different nations. Oh, look how much tinsel is on this one. It's like an old school tinsely tree. Oh, and there's a Taylor Swift album hanging on it for some reason. Oh yeah, we're having a California Christmas here in just a little bit. That's the Auntie Anne's tree with the donuts and fries and pretzels. Oh, look at that, a Spirit Airlines Christmas ornament. And then a final one here is a Grinch tree. Yeah, look at that little Grinch. I've seen these in some other airports. This is actually a TripAdvisor store, which is confusing because what if you wanted to rate this store on TripAdvisor? I feel like that would just be confusing and also possibly a conflict of interest. See, they have some snow globes in here too. Oh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. That's the city of Charlotte. It's got the glitter snow there. I don't know the names of all the buildings. I know one of the big ones is the Bank of America building, but other than that, not that familiar with Charlotte. Honestly, even though I live relatively close, I've not spent a lot of time in the city of Charlotte. I don't know if you're looking for something to do on the plane. You have a Lego vending machine. You can put together one of these kits on the plane. Actually, that might be a terrible idea, trying to put together a Lego set on a plane. The pieces drop down in the seat, you get kicked around and lost, and then you can't really get up and find them. So maybe it's better if you do get a set out of the Lego machine that you take it home and finish it. But now it is time to wait. You can see our plane is there, getting ready to be boarded. Actually, the last group of people is getting off. But actually, looking there on the nose of the plane, it actually has a name. It says the Jack Vidal. So we will be flying on the wonderful Jack Vidal. Okay, according to the internet, the Jack Vidal, the plane, was named after a person named Jack Vidal. He was the original vice president of maintenance for Southwest Airlines. He had 24 years of service, and they loved him so much they named a plane after him. And we are boarding the Jack Vidal. Hi there. This is drinks, links, and movies. There's our mascot, Jim D.
That's Jerry.
It says right there his name is Jim D.
No, I named him Jerry.
He does not look like a Jerry.
Does he look like a Jim D?
Oh yeah.
I think he looks like a Cliff or a Clint.
A Cliff or a Clint?
Cletus.
I mean, they put his name right there, so you can't really argue with that.
What I named.
Oh yeah, you can get some drinks there for your flight. There's one drink though that is exclusive only if you're flying inter-island flights from Hawaii. The Big Wave.
I know. I keep wanting it just because it's
You want
so
the-
exclusive.
You're like,
Yeah.
someday I'm gonna drink the Big Wave.
Yep.
You can get lots of liquor on here.
Oh, you also get free drinks on these days.
On Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Southwest's birthday, and Halloween.
Yeah.
Free drinks in the sky on Halloween. That seems like a recipe for
So you
disaster.
can wear costume and.
See, that's why I don't order drinks on planes, because you always see those videos of people that drink on airplanes, and
They're
they
my favorite.
then you have to duct tape.
You can attest to how many of these videos.
Yeah,
I watch.
where they like
It's
duct tape.
my main
You know, where they like
source of
duct tape
content.
people to the seats, and they're like screaming and like
Yeah, all
saying
the
racist
Karens
stuff.
and- yeah, they're always gonna say racist slurs and.
Though they're gonna you're
call
my
their
lawyer.
attorney.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna call my
it's
attorney.
the same thing every video.
Call my attorney while you're like duct taped to a seat and slobbering.
Yeah, it's really funny actually.
All right, before we get on the plane, I want to find out what to do in the unlikely event of a water landing. The problem with this diagram is it makes landing in the water looks like it's fun.
Jen, what
are you doing? You're trying to sleep?
Yeah.
You'll miss the flight.
Leaving the area around your
That's
feet
why I
completely
like
clear.
flying. See, it's
Yes, ladies and gentlemen,
see,
we are
okay, so
going
we were
out
talking
to
about
the
Is that,
open
is that because you
open
can't
seats.
sleep while you're driving?
You can't sleep and drive.
We're getting down
Whenever I
to
take
middle
a flight, because I
seats,
started
at least towards
realizing
the
that I
front.
sounded
If
like
the
a
bins
crazy
are
person
closed,
because
those
no one
bins
likes
are
flying, and
full.
I
Yeah.
don't like flying. Like, this is miserable. There's people
so happy
bumping
you're
me
joining us.
right
Welcome
now.
aboard.
This is not fun. But whenever I fly, I am going somewhere that is fun. So it is a method to
Yeah,
fun.
but every time I get in my car, I'm going somewhere fun.
That's
So
not true. You may be going to like the dentist
that's
or
true.
like I don't know where else.
Yeah,
The dentist is my number one not fun. Yeah, so look, I can just like lay here. Look, you're not looking at the road right now.
Yeah, that's true. So that part's good because, you know, when you're driving, you have to pay attention. I just hate the whole process because, you know, this process begun. What time is it now? It's like, okay, so it's almost 3 o'clock. We
9, 10, 11,
we left the house at
It's
9.
already been 7 hours.
Yeah, we left the house at 9. Yeah,
We could have driven to St. Louis in 7 hours.
In
right?
7 hours, probably could be at St. Louis. I was about to say I could almost be in, like if I left, when we left, I could almost be in like Orlando or from now.
Yeah, but
So-
we're driving across the entire country.
Yeah, I get it.
And you were telling me before I thought of this, that like people that come over from other countries think that like when they go to Disney World, they're like,
apparently
"Oh,
there's
drive to
people.
Disneyland
Apparently
someday."
people from other countries that visit Disney World will ask the guests if it's possible to visit Disneyland in the same day
And then I'm like, ha ha ha.
because
But-
USA is one of the largest
Okay, so it
countries
looks
in
like
the
I only
world.
have 3 seats back here left. 1 aisle,
Oh,
2
they're running out
middles.
of seats.
Every
This is a full
single seat is
full
gonna have a
flight. They're
body in it.
packed in here.
If you're not the next
You
3
should be
people,
happy
you're gonna
I'm
have to,
fat and get
turn
my
around
extra
and get
seats.
Look down the runway there.
It's time, Jacob.
Are we gonna go? Oh, we're going? There we go. It's time for blast off. Are we off the ground? We got all 3 wheels off the ground. All right, the Jack Vidal has taken flight. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can see the city of Charlotte back there. You can see the other plane there flying there too. See all the teeny tiny houses where all the teeny tiny people are living their teeny tiny lives. Oh, and there's some people driving in their teeny tiny cars. Whenever I'm in a plane, I always look out carefully over the wing. Always worry there might be a gremlin out there. Saying goodbye to those mountains back there. Oh, it's snack time. We got these Stellar mini pretzel braids. They used to get peanuts out on flights, but I think they don't They don't do that anymore because so many people have allergies to peanuts. These are actually vegan as well, so these are a pretzel that anyone can eat. You've never had them before?
Usually they give out the Southwest brand. I got addicted to brownie bites, those like, they're not called brownie thins, the like crispy ones.
They give you crispy brownies on Southwest?
Yeah, I got those before.
I've never had
them.
them.
I always crave them whenever I'm
And you get sad when the vegan pretzels show up?
I don't know, these look kind of good. It says Maui, so are they like...
Maybe they're like Hawaiian, or...
I didn't know if there was like seasoning on them.
Is it good?
It's seasoned.
What kind of seasoning?
I don't know, I need new glasses, I can't read that.
So it's monk fruit? I don't even know what a monk is.
It says it's made with onion style seasoning and monk fruit.
I do like the seasoning.
It's good, but this isn't like gonna produce sticky breathing.
Everyone that plays breath in this felt like monk fruit.
Well, like garlic, onion.
It says woohoo for bamboo. I got some Diet Coke in a bamboo cup. It says introducing our bamboo cup, so this may be fairly recent.
Oh yeah, I've never had a bamboo cup like that.
So I'm guessing a bamboo cup better for the environment than your traditional plastic or styrofoam.
And all the pandas that fly.
Oh yeah, if you're a panda, you could just drink your Coke and then eat your cup.
I think that's what they're doing.
I mean, it's like no different than just like drinking out of a paper cup, but if it's good for the environment, that's good for everyone. All those clouds way down below. We have begun our descent, but wait a minute. Arch? This isn't Los Angeles. This is St. Louis. No. You can actually see we're in the place between the Missouri River over there and the Mississippi River right there. It looks like we're headed in. Looks like it's a little snowy here in St. Louis as well, and the Jack Vidal is headed in for its landing. Oh, there we go, get closer. You always wait to feel that bump. Here we go. Whoop, there's the bump. I felt it. And that'll do, Jack. That'll do. You can check out what sort of St. Louis souvenirs we got here, even though technically we're not doing anything in St. Louis. So that's yeah, I like that snow globe there with the whole city and the arch. And some authentic snow. I will be back in St. Louis soon, though. Always come out to St. Louis beginning of the year for the Trans World Halloween trade show. There's some Christmas ornaments with the arch. I've actually got about a 2.5 hour layover here in St. Louis. So not enough time to go see the arch, but we'll just have to hang out in the airport. It's a St. Louis sports store. Sell different sports teams here in St. Louis. And they do have a little plushie Cardinal. The baseball team is the Cardinals. The Charlotte airport, they had a Lego vending machine. Here in St. Louis, we have a salad vending machine where you get the salad in the jars. It looks like there's some pasta salad there. I don't think I've ever seen just a Budweiser restaurant. I guess it's a bar, but it looks like they do have some food. I guess it doesn't Budweiser come from St. Louis. Some airport art on the wall here. This piece of art is called Recast, and every item is cast from something found in St. Louis. So there are like bits of architecture there. There's some human parts. There's like some toes over there. Oh, is this like a doorbell maybe? Oh, there's some guy's mustache. There's the little cardinal. Oh, there's a giant eye. I wonder where they found a giant's eye. Maybe like some sort of statue or something. There's Natalie's candy jar here, a little candy shop. Oh, look at the giant piece of Pez there over the Jelly Bellies. Stock up on gummies for the long flight home. Oh, look at these gummy chicken feet. I definitely find it interesting the different businesses that only appear in airports. We saw the TripAdvisor store in Charlotte, and then here in St. Louis we have the CNN newsstand. Yeah, it does look like they still actually sell some paper magazines. I have not read a paper magazine in some time. There's a toy store here, and look at this. Got the Wicked Witch's head, and they are selling these original copies of the book, the Wicked book that inspired the Broadway musical, which inspired the recent movie. Actually saw the movie over the Thanksgiving season. Saw it with my family and absolutely loved it. This movie was absolutely amazing. I can't wait for part 2 to come out next year. You have Wicked headphones. You can either have the pink Glinda version or the green Elphaba version. Looks like we're getting ready to board the plane here in just a few minutes. We can see our plane there we're going to be boarding. From what I can see, I don't see a special name on the side, so I don't know if this plane has a human name. I think it's supposed to be good luck to touch the outside of the plane before you board. Alright, we're getting ready to take off here. A little bit of a delay, but as long as we land in Los Angeles tonight, I will be a happy man. Here we go. See all the pretty lights on the runway. See the terminal there. Oh, there we go. All feet off the ground. We are heading out of St. Louis. Oh yeah, look at the world lit up. It's a whole different experience flying at night. See the twinkles. The little houses down there. Double check the wing, make sure there's no gremlins. Oh gosh, look at that. That is quite a beautiful sight. Okay, we got the same snacks, the Maui Monkberry vegan mini pretzel braids, and also they threw in some Oreos this time. I'm actually in the bathroom of the airplane. It's been a very eventful flight. I think everything is okay now. But I'll talk about it a little bit more when we get to the airport. But this has been a very, very eventful flight. And I didn't feel anything that happened out of respect, but yeah, it's been a wild time in the air. begun our descent here over top the city of Los Angeles. Okay, so we are off the plane, and that was okay. So I'll just start at the beginning here. Again, I didn't record this just because it happened fast. I didn't want to disrespect anyone that was involved or put their information on the internet in the middle of this thing that happened. So me and Jen were both sitting there. You know, the lights are off. We're on our phones, just relaxing on the plane, and then out of nowhere, there is a man on top of Jen, and she's holding him up with her arms, and she's yelling, "I can't hold him." And I turned around. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if it was someone unruly or what was happening. Then he kind of slumped down onto the chair in front of Jen, and it was clear that he was barely conscious, if that, and but then he fell back onto Jen. So I'm reaching over trying to help Jen. Jen's calling for help. It's all happening so fast. Don't know what's happening. It happens several times where he falls back onto Jen, and we're trying to just push him off, and then what turned out later was that he was falling on someone else on the other side, and they were pushing him, and we were pushing him. So he was kind of playing table tennis with this gentleman, and get my train of thought. So the flight attendants rush when they see what's going on. They rush to it. They call, "Is there any medical personnel in the airplane?" This is going on right in front of us. So they're late. He's slumped down in the seats right in front of us, and luckily there was some medical personnel. There was a lady that worked in an ER, and so she's jumps into. They're able to get her some equipment. She tells what she needs. People are going, and there's like chaos. People are screaming at each other, sorry, I lost my lots of people are screaming at each other, and they're giving the gentleman in front medical attention. He was sweating profusely, and someone was yelling, "He's having a stroke, he's having a stroke." I don't know if that was any basis in fact, so we got medical attention, and they kind of they seem I want to say the flight crew, the flight attendants, they seem to react quickly, appropriately. I think they did shout. They did shout at someone to sit down, and I guess someone was getting involved that they didn't want to get involved. They told her to sit down, and she was very angry and yelling. I think she might have been the one that yelled that he's having a stroke, but that's beside the point. So the flight attendants, the lady that worked in the ER, they were working, helping the gentleman. He did what he was talking. He was able to say his name, how old he was, that sort of thing. So I just saw him. I don't know if he walked behind me, but I just saw him walk out of here by himself on his own power. So he's okay. He's okay. So that's good, because it was really scary there for a second. We was laying in front. We were I didn't know if we were gonna see someone. Hey, Jen. How are you doing? So it was scary. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know if we were going to watch someone pass away. We didn't know if they were going to do an emergency landing. Jen was really upset because, like I said, he fell on top of her. She was just really startled.
I had to yell for saying I couldn't hold him.
Yeah, she was yelling.
So I'm really sore.
Yeah. So kind of when the adrenaline went down, like you were shaking at first just because you were freaked out, and then like as the adrenaline, she realized like her neck was hurting, her arms, her back. So
I had numbness, but that went away.
So that's feeling better.
I'm feeling a little better now that I'm like up and stretching, but the pain was like, it's still awful.
She was in a lot of pain. So the paramedics were looking at the gentleman, and then they talked to Jen. What they told her was all they can do is, they said we don't have an X-ray machine in the airport, and all we can do is take her to the ER. So I think, I could, if she's feeling better. If you're not feeling good tonight, we'll go. If you're feeling a little better tonight, maybe we'll check tomorrow, see how you're feeling.
I think. I mean, the ambulance wasn't necessary. Like I don't. This is my bag of ice.
We don't. We can go get our luggage. We got a rental car. We're gonna go get the rental car. They did get her a garbage bag full of ice, but she has.
Oh, I look rough. Holy.
Well, it's been a rough flight. I'm good to hear laughing though.
No, I look awful. Remember when I said I liked flying?
Yeah,
I'm never sitting in an aisle again.
Yeah, it was scary because like.
Dude's okay.
Yeah, I said I saw him walk out. He looked okay. I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with him. He was looking really rough when it first happened. I don't know if you saw. Like he was like pouring sweat. I think someone said that he, I guess, was not feeling well and was trying to get up to the bathroom. Which, for his sake, I guess it's good that he collapsed before he got to the bathroom, because that's actually something that happens to people, is they go to the bathroom when they're having a health issue and then no one knows.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how Jen's gonna feel.
Apparently.
You said you felt a little better when we started. You got out of the plane, just were able to walk around a little bit.
I was crying on the plane because I already have lupus stuff now, and
Yeah.
I want to do the trip.
I'm sorry.
So, can we get in and out?
Yeah, we can get some. We can get some in and out. We'll get some in and out.
Okay.
Gotta go get a rental car and we'll get some in and out. All right. I'm gonna put this one in the bag for tonight, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow kind of what's going on. But thank you, and this one's in the bag.
Hi.
Oh no!
I'm so I'm sorry. Hi.
There you go. Jen's back.
Oh, fake it. Fake it till you make it.